Witt, everybody. You ready, hon? Did you want to set the camera? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
I mean, that's all the way.
Lee Witt, everybody.
The further I come from, the worse he screws up my name. I'm only kidding. I really appreciate that Mike has me here all these times. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear it for Mike. He works hard. Mike. So anyway, don't mind me. I'll just talk amongst yourselves. I'm a school teacher. I was a school teacher for my whole career, so when I hear talking in the class, I might just say, "Oh, wait." Remember Miss Esposito? She had the tall spikes, and she used to stand there. It was so cool. No wonder why I wanted to be a teacher. She'd stand there on her spike and go, "Oh, wait." Did you all have a teacher like that? Where you just emulate them, you think it's so cool? You can talk, I'm half kidding. But I am used to having silence. No, the truth is I taught in South Jamaica, Queens, a really tough neighborhood and a tough school in Queens. So I didn't have decorum. I mean, I used to break up fights. So this kid, the mayor at the time, I'm retired now, by the way, the mayor at the time would say, "Oh, no matter what happens in the classroom, just make it into a teachable moment." Yeah, like he ever had to break up a fight at 5 feet tall, right? So I break up this fight and this kid goes, "He choked me terrible." I said, "Stop. You're using your adverbs incorrectly. He choked you terribly." I mean, it's easy for other people to think that, but it was such a tough school. Like you walk in the building and you see the school colors, black and blue, and dry blood red. And like when we were young, maybe you remember, ma'am, the Dick and Jane books that we used to read, Run, Spot, Run. You did? You're much younger than me, but you had Dick and Jane books? Because you're having fun and you're happily married, you only have one kid, the whole thing. So anyway, we used to read the Dick and Jane books, Run, Spot, Run, See, Spot, Run. This is how I had to teach these tough kids how to read. Run, Spot, Run. Dick's got a gun. Spot is a pit bull. Run, teacher, run. And those were the 10th graders. And like, in a really rich school, they give you supplies and they give you a lot of money for supplies. I had to go home when I was teaching measurement and bring in my bathroom scale, my Weight Watcher scale, and my cocaine scale. I'm only kidding. I never went to Weight Watchers. But they have a nice tray on top of the scale where you put a banana split. It's great. But famous people went to my school. I'm proud of that. One is a famous newscaster from Fox 5, Carol Jenkins, and 2 NFL stars went to my school where I taught. And the ATM Bandit started school. He never finished. He wasn't good in math. I didn't teach him that. This one kid said, "Teacher, I have the word of the day and show and tell, all in one." Glock, Glock. Real tough school. I'll tell you one more thing about teaching, and that is the valedictorian was missing for the Honor Society graduation. That night I go home and she's on America's Most Wanted. These are tough schools, kids. But I'm glad I'm not teaching anymore because there's something called the participation trophies they have at the school now. Anybody heard of this? Or your children knew about it? What it is every kid gets an award of some sort just for showing up. They get the participation trophy. So I'm thinking that would have been good on my honeymoon. In fact, both of my honeymoons, because I was married twice. They participated, but very little was accomplished. Yeah, I was married twice. I'm getting older, and I try to have a positive attitude and have a sense of humor about getting older. So like, you can't tell, but I'm losing my hair, but I know where it's going. It's going to my knuckles. And Pam, I'll use you as an example. You don't know this because you're so young, but they have something called varicose veins that you have to look forward to. And I call mine the Google Roadmap to Adventure. Try to have a positive attitude. Like this road takes you to the Sterling Forest. I'll break that down to you girls who do the Brazilian and all. This road takes you to the Dead Sea. Yeah, I try to have a sense of humor. Like, you look in the mirror when you're getting older, and I don't know about you, because you're not I don't know if anyone's as old as me here, but you look in the mirror and every day there's something new. Like I have pound signs here, I have parentheses here, I have exclamation points here. I'll just lay down and you can send a text message on me. You heard of the information age? I'm headed for the inflammation age. If they had these bags in the Rockaways during Hurricane Sandy, the F train never would have stopped running. That's how. And my friend said, "Oh, Helene, these are called marionettes. These things here are called marionettes." Oh, great! I have the Avenue Q and the Lion King going on my face. Thank you for that information. What they're called. Just get rid of them. So I said I was married twice. The first time I was married to a Jewish guy, and the second time I was married to a Chinese guy. So people say, "What's the difference?" No difference. They're both cheap and drive terribly. But with the Chinese guy, I had 3 New Years. That was cool. So first you have the American New Year, and there are fireworks. And then you have Chinese New Year, fireworks. But then for the Jewish New Year, there are no fireworks. Unless you eat my Aunt Esther's gefilte fish with a lot of horseradish, then there are fireworks. But it's going to be St. Patty's Day. How many did you say? Mike, are you Irish?
Yep.
Great. Well, congratulations to you having St. Patrick's Day. That wasn't a joke. I just thought I should say it. It's your holiday. The Jews have a holiday, too, on Thursday called Purim. I don't have a joke for that. Oh, you celebrate that?
Mm-hmm.
Great. They gave me some Manischewitz wine today. That's not a joke. I better think of a joke fast because Mike won't have me come back again from Queens and say my name wrong. No, but seriously, I do have more jokes. I told you I was married to a Jewish guy too, and there was one year that Hanukkah, you might remember this, Hanukkah and Thanksgiving ended up on the same exact night.
Yeah.
So that holiday season, my mother-in-law only had to come over once. That was good. But when you sing, I'm divorced from both husbands, so when you're single, I know you're dating, right? I don't know if you met on a website or a dating app or blind date. So I met this guy from Brooklyn from a blind date, and he shows me his singles ad. Now you might wonder, why did he show you his singles ad if you met him on a blind date? But he did. And we get to his apartment building. He lives on Bragg Street. Now listen to this. He presses the elevator to go up 1 flight. Why does your singles ad say you love long hikes if you can going up in the elevator on 1 flight? So then he shows me the singles ad, and I said, I met you on a blind date. I don't really need to see your singles ad. Another thing he wrote was, loves long, romantic horse and buggy rides. Hello, you live in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. You're not Amish. And around the corner from Bragg Street, they have Knapp Street. Knapp Street. I think he's better off being from Knapp Street. So it's really good that when you find someone you care about, because those singles, those website dating, it's really challenging. So any questions? So far I am a school teacher. I wanted to tell you what happened when I went to the nail salon. Do you ladies use the nail salon of people from another country?
They all are.
Yep.
Yeah, where are yours from? Do you know where they're from? Are they from Asia?
Oh, very.
The Bronx.
They're Asian. And do you have a nail salon place that you go to?
They're all Chinese.
Oh, okay, so that's what I'm talking about. But here's the thing, that mine were Asian, but I didn't know where they were from. But then I started to have some clues. I'll tell you what happened. I get there, and they're speaking to each other, and something's being cooked in the back. And I'm wondering, is that mineral, vegetable, animal? What are they cooking back there? I couldn't tell, but I was suspicious of it. So then they're talking, and they put me on what I call a throne to get your hands done and your feet at the same time. Fellas, just go with this. They put you in when you're getting your pedicure. So they have your feet, and they're getting massaged and warmed up, and then they're gonna paint them. And then they have 2 people here. So in other words, they're torturing me because it tickles when you get your feet done, and they're trying to shave off the hard skin. And then in their language, they're calling me names. Yes. How do I know? Because they say the word cuticle. That's the only word you hear, and they're putting down my cuticles. They're saying I have a lot of cuticle. That's not my fault. So there's one lady here, one lady here. Then they put on the massage machine. So my feet are in water. They have me in a massage machine. I'm shaking like this. And then it hurts because they nick your skin and the water's really hot. And they're talking about you in their language. And there's all these tortures going on. And then they take the napalm and they put it on and the Agent Orange. And then I know they're from Vietnam. I said, I didn't blow up your village. I marched in Washington in the 60s. You don't have to torture me. Well, thank you very much.
Lynn Wood, everybody! Give it up for her. Battle hardened school teacher. Coming up next on a